You can have control of the motor, trolling if you want. I'll stand down here. Hi guys. Blake, Phil, and Jackson here today with Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Saturday the 19th of February and we are going to do the one cast. It's roughly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's getting near 50 degrees. This morning was kind of a cool start, but not bad. And we have water running all day today. They started off at 4 units this morning until about 9. Cut it back to 2 units. I think this 2 unit is supposed to run until like 7 o'clock tonight, and then they're supposed to cut it back to 1 unit until midnight, and that's as far as I know. Today I'm starting off with a 16th ounce Sculpin and Peach with an orange head. Phil has on a white. We are both using. He's using a white 1/8 ounce. 4-pound line. He's got 4-pound. I've got 2-pound. And give it a go.
I'll be done with those grips here.
I think I'm gonna throw off this side. My first cast. So this morning I took some friends fishing and we got an early start, and we got up here to the dam around 7 when they were running the 4 units. And we started off throwing some bigger jerk baits, some deeper diving stuff for that 4 units of water. And we couldn't get them to buy into going after the big jerk baits early this morning, so we switched over to dragging the jerk baits. And honestly, we didn't find any bites until we got below Lookout.
So what are we doing up here?
Well, it looks like catching a fish on white.
You didn't tell me that. You didn't catch a fish though.
Well, I thought maybe they just weren't awake yet up here. I didn't really come back up here afterwards. But about 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit after, we started getting into the fish down there, and lots of very quality rainbows. We were using the signature series, the French Pearl, which is just kind of a white or a bone color. The 639 is the real small, little 2.5 inch size jerk bait. And I caught about 8 rainbows that were in the 18 to 20 inch range. And it was just really healthy, really fat. One brown, probably about 17, but also really fat, all eating well. And once they cut the water back to 2 units, the bite kind of turned off, and I talked to a few other guys that were on the water this morning, and they all kind of said the same thing. They had a more steady bite early this morning when the water was running 4. We have lots of boats on the water today. Not only do we have a lot of boats, but just there's a lot of people out enjoying the weather today and some fishing. One of our John boats, they caught a 23 inch brown first cast this morning. on a jerkbait, and then they switched over to dragging night crawlers and came out with their limit of rainbows as well. I talked to Brett Rader. He said the bite was rough up here, but that they got right below the mouth of Fall Creek and kind of drifted down the first set of private docks there, and he said the bite on the, I can't remember what kind of egg he said he was throwing, something he ties up. He said the bite on his egg pattern down below was actually a little bit better. And we saw him reeling in a fish kind of in that area as we came up this way. Yeah. I was starting to realize my 16th ounce jig wasn't going to cut it for that spot lock. Talked to one of our pontoon boats that went out when I got back to the dock, and they said they caught 3 nice browns today. They were below Fall Creek, but they were, he said they were finding pockets where the water was eddying, and they were throwing white rooster tails into those pockets and letting them sink down deep. And he said that's how they caught their 3 brown trout today. So lots of people catching some fish on white today. Yeah. He's a baby. Here, buddy. Little baby bow. We're working down the south bank now over here, and pretty tight. There's a couple of really nice little cuts in this bank right here before you get to the island, and occasionally you will find some other species hiding in those cuts. Caught a number of smallmouth and walleye out of that one right there specifically. Misfire. I had someone cast one of my rods in the water today.
Oh no. Get it back?
You know, I had it, Charlie was reeling in a fish, and I went back there and I laid a rod I was working on setting up right here, and his son cast back and it caught the rod and he threw it all the way over, but somehow the bait tangled with the line on the rod and we got it back. Another one of our John boats. They were out, a couple were out fly fishing, and he said they fished some of the water closer to our dock with a jig and a float and did all right. They said they caught 10. Oh, that might have been the bottom. Maybe not. I feel like tri-olive would be a good color right now. Said, I feel like the tri-olive would be a good color right now. I think I'm gonna try olive. Huh. Oh, that's a problem. I don't have any tri-olive jigs in there. At least not in the size that I want. So we're gonna go with a Sculpin 16th ounce jig. I find sometimes that when there's a good bright sun, those olives and Sculpins do pretty good. There we go. That's what it looks like. This one's got a peanut butter head. I think that's the only jig that we have. Oh my gosh, I did not just do that. It's the only jig that we offer with a peanut butter head right now. It's a 16th ounce sculpin. I'm not sure what my rod is resting on right now, but it's kind of handy.
Radio.
Is it? I'm gonna have to come up with a pocket holder for a rod to set like that. There we go. I actually cut the tag in that time. We just dropped below the root wad. Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. Right now, Phil is slowing the boat down just a touch. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah,
oh, yeah. Nice one. Phil is slowing the boat down just a little bit, kind of swinging those jigs through here. Still a good amount of runoff coming out of that drain up there. Did you check to see how high Table Rock got after that rain?
It's 15 and a half, so it's
So
a foot and a half.
Yeah.
Actually a little more. It was below 914 when it started.
So about 2 foot of rise in that quick rainstorm the other night.
Well, shoot, man, I thought we'd
I know.
catch a few.
Yeah, I thought the same thing with the 2 units been running for the last few hours. I figured the fish might have acclimated and been a little hungrier. Peeper frogs are out. I feel like it's kind of early for that, but maybe not. Oh, there's a fish out there. It's another baby. Might be smaller than the last one. There, buddy. Really light spotted. It's Captain HP.
Go over here in this broken water.
Okay. This 16th ounce jig, having to wait a little bit longer, kind of daring it to get to the bottom. Nope. I dared it, and it accepted the dare. I'm gonna tie on a black and brown now. I'm just gonna keep switching colors.
Same as the other one, I think.
Well, I think it's safe to say at this point that white seems to be catching the bigger fish today. Same experience
Not very many.
Same experience we had in the boat this morning. Okay. Black and brown, 16th ounce.
Oh, there was another bump.
I probably should have went with the black and olive, but we'll see. We are just a little less than 100 yards above the boat ramp. Still favoring. I just keep feeling like that sun's really bright and they're over here in this deep water.
Throw the top.
I don't even know if I hit the water. I feel like I hit the bank. Yeah, so right below that.
It's been a long time since I've been up here and done this.
Yeah. Right below that fallen sycamore tree, there's one big flat that comes down to this island. And it usually does have some fish on it. Lots of jet boats out today.
I'm getting getting these little bites, these little pulls.
I have an upside down jig. It's probably not a very effective way to work a jig. Oh,
What was that?
me smacking my rod tip on the boat.
Why?
I guess I'm a glutton for punishment.
Ha!
Well, I think overall I'm going to have to say they like white better today. That is what we caught a majority of our fish on earlier. They're definitely not liking my black and brown jig. It's a nice one.
They're like 4-pound fighting.
Yeah. Jig change again. Jig change number 4. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. So I guess I'll throw white.
You should catch one at least on this flat right here.
You'd think. You're definitely getting a lot more hits on that white. Sun is getting warm. see if I can put one underneath the root wad over there. It's pretty close. Yeah, I really thought there'd be a fish waiting. At the tail end of this island, what I call the trophy run island, the water gets pretty skinny. Tree coming up down here. Thought for sure I'd get one right there. Yep, just past the trophy run billboard. Water picks up and moves quite a bit faster through this little chute. You can actually move so fast through here that this is all down to the bedrock, from what I understand. Yeah. So a little different structure on the bottom right here. I think that's why a lot of the times dragging those stick baits through that area works pretty good. Probably should have joined the club and put an 1/8 ounce on. try casting upstream just a touch. That'll help push the jig down to the bottom faster. I, however, cannot resist throwing at this bank where the rock turns to clay.
Oh, well,
A little bit of shade
there
over.
are some trees over there.
And there's one right in front of us. There's another one right down there. I like that shade line over there though. There was a fish.
Nothing?
Yep. I wasn't quick enough. Remember one day last spring, I had DJ fishing with me during the floodgates, one of the shad kills, and we fished this little bank repetitively, and the number of fish that were right here was amazing. So the water on the inside of this bank over here is moving slower than the boat is. So now I'm going to cast downstream to be able to work my jig deeper and more effectively before it starts pulling back that direction again.
Oh, we got a tree.
Oh, I'm donating today.
Alright, we're just going to fish down not very far. I'm going to drag this jig on the bottom.
Drag it?
Yeah. I'll either lose it or catch a fish.
Okay.
Or not catch it either.
He's all in. By the time I get tied back on, we'll be down there. Go back to my sculpin and peach with an orange head. Oh, they really are short striking though. I feel like I just cast over that log. Done? Alright. Well, not as hot as we were hoping it was going to be, but still a couple takers. But, yeah. I don't remember. I feel like I caught 2 little ones. Might have been 3 little ones. I don't remember. 4 or 5 fish though. Not a bad segment. But we thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back out again to do it tomorrow. Thanks, guys.